Hayward grabs the board, and it's the Jazz's ball. He feeds it to Burks. Dishes it to Burke. Favors with a screen on Young. Pass to Hayward. Power down with both hands.
Well, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
No one near him. The rebound by the Jazz. And this matchup with Los Angeles, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season schedule.
Well, they split the season series a year ago. These two teams were very evenly matched.
Burks. Second chance shot, and it's Favors laying it in. Favors has got his first 2 points.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Here's Hayward, the push-back, and a slam dunk by Favors.
He was a man on a mission down there. He wouldn't stop pursuing the ball until he got it up and through the rim. Well done.
And stolen by Burke. Passes it to Gobert. The shot no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Both of them would love to surprise people. Maybe work their way up into contention for one of the lower seeds.
You're right. They'd like to, but neither team has fared well at all in this conference. They've both pretty much been bottom feeders.
The Jazz have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Burke kicks to Favors. He dishes it to Hayward. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Burks. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Burke.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's easy breezy. Burke covering. Here's Black, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
The Lakers last season, and this is a remarkable factoid here, folks, that was only the 6th time in franchise history, going all the way back to the 40s, that the Lakers have missed the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Gobert. Hood comes in for Burks, and it's Exum in for Trey Burke. Here's easy breezy after the basket by Utah, and the shot is good.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Jazz leading by 4. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just didn't have enough talent. And when Kobe and Nash went down, it didn't matter who was out there, who was coaching. It was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And the Lakers making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
It's tipped. Kobe with the steal. with 1 on the clock. No good on that last second attempt there. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
So for the Lakers right now, they've got Young, Stoudemire out there with Randall. Then there's Kobe, and it's Buckets in at the 1 spot. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Exum's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Jazz. Lakers trail by 4.
Dante Exum is one of the highest drafted international players in history, despite being relatively unknown. Not many scouts had seen a lot of him in person, but big performances at the Hoop Summit and the FIBA Under-19 championships helped solidify his stock as a top prospect.
And he gets it to go. Exum's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Millsap with the double team. Utah with the ball. Utah leading by 4. And it's Buckets with the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Alec Burks comes in for Hood. And Trey Burke subbed in for Exum. And Gobert kicks to Burks. And again, it's Utah.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Now they've dialed it in here in the second quarter. They are on fire.
Here's Buckets. Gobert pulls it in.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Nick Young re-signed with the Lakers this past summer and couldn't be happier. Said it was always his dream to be a Laker, in fact. He said, this is home. I would love to finish off here as a Laker. My kids get to go to school and say, my dad is a Laker, and that's big. It's a big difference than being on any other team. Guys?
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. And here is Bryant, following the 3 from Alec Burks.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Well, the Jazz really struggled last season. Maybe the worst defensive team in the league, and they weren't a lot better offensively. Some of that you have to attribute to youth. And quite honestly, it's impressive they were able to win as many games as they did under the circumstances.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Buckets.
How about that shot? Off balance and with a guy all over him.
And the Jazz call time here. And you look at the free throw attempts for the Jazz. Steve, last season, their lowest number in decades.
Well, driving inside and getting to the line, normally a staple for Jazz teams in years past. So you have to think that they're looking to get back to that this season.
Now here's Hayward. Here's Burke. Randall grabs the board.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
Here's Buckets. Dishes to Stoudemire. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Buckets.
He started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Now here's Burke. Gobert dishes to Burks. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Burks has got 9 points now in the quarter.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch.